From 92.5 KOMA Radio, this is the Danny Williams, Lisa Sykes Show. We got 22 minutes past 8 o'clock, 69 degrees, and I cannot believe the people that are coming by to wish me a happy retirement. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I want to introduce you to one of the smartest men that I ever met and one of the most successful. When I was doing the show Danny's Day, I thought it would be a good idea if we had a guy that, could talk about the stock market and finance and the economy and all of that. And there was a guy who was a professor at Oklahoma Central University. His name was Dr. Vince Orza. He later developed Garfield's, had 4,000 employees, ran for governor twice, won the primaries both times, and did not become governor. And he would have made a great governor. Ladies and gentlemen, would you welcome Dr. Vince Orza?
Good morning. I got to tell you, this is an honor for me to be here with you again. I started my career with you, and we're both at the end of our careers together. So
that's right.
Congratulations on a great, great career, Danny, and for all the things you've done for a lot of people just like me. You put me in television.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. You did better in television than I did. I went in the restaurant business. My God, how many stores did you have?
Oh, at our peak, we had about 100 restaurants nationwide.
Garfield. Did you know anything about the restaurant business before you went in it?
I still don't know anything about the restaurant business.
That's fantastic.
I hired a bunch of great guys who worked hard, and we had a very good run for 22 years.
Yeah. Well, I thought you'd be governor. I really did.
I thought I'd be governor, too. That didn't work out quite well.
That's a hell of a deal, isn't it?
It is. But you know what? I get treated very well. I said, I don't know what it's like to win, but losing's been pretty good for me.
All right. I guarantee it. What are you doing now?
I am the dean of the Minders School of Business at Oklahoma City University. It's the reason I came to Oklahoma 40 years ago, and I went back to the university when we sold the company to become the dean.
That's fabulous. That is just fabulous. Yeah, I understand the School of Business at OCU is one of the best in the country.
We have a very, very good school. We're very proud of our School of Business, as we are the whole university.
When I retire, I might take a course over there.
You might want to come and teach a course.
What would I teach?
There's a whole lifetime of things you could talk to people about. But I'm serious. I need to thank you because what happened is I sent you a letter saying, why don't you talk about money? And Linda Scott was the co-host.
Yeah.
Linda called me and said, come and be on the air. And I walked in with about a book and a half full of notes, and you looked at me and said, what's all that? And I said, that's what I'm going to talk about. And you said, you got 2 minutes.
But you were on for quite a while.
That's right. But at the end of that first show, I stood in the wings and watched live television. And I always told people, I'm Italian. Where I come from, Italians get on TV by doing one of two things. We either kill somebody or get killed. I wasn't dead, and I wasn't under arrest. I was on television.
Yeah, well, when I first met you and I found out your name was Orza and you were back east, I thought, well, I'm not going to tell this guy not to come back. I mean, golly, son of a gun. Then you later became a newsman.
Yeah, actually, Lola Hall called me from Channel 9 a year after I went to work with you. And you weren't paying me anything, and Lola said, we don't pay much here at 9, and I said, they don't pay anything at 4. And so I did both shows simultaneously for a year. You
know something that's really amazing? TV, since I started in 1950, and radio, since I started in 47, have changed a lot. Only one thing has not changed. They still don't pay you.
Well, you put a lot of people who wanted to be television stars, entertainers on the air. You gave them a chance, and shows like yours don't exist anymore, and that's pretty sad because you put a lot of people in a career that has given them a lifetime of fun and relaxation and enjoyment.
I guess I'm most proud of people like you who got started and became so successful. And the Oak Ridge Boys started on my show, and Mary Hart, how good has she done? And a lot of other people. And I'll tell you what, Vince, I am so honored to have you here today because you are an Oklahoma treasure.
I have to remind you of a Mary Hart story where Mary was a teacher, kind of broke, didn't have any money, and she needed clothing to be on the show with you. So I went to Brown's and negotiated a wardrobe contract.
That's
and
right.
I walked back in the station, and you looked at me and said, hey, it's not the Mary Hart show, it's the Danny Williams show. So I had to go back down to Brown's and get a wardrobe deal for you.
Yeah, I dressed better on that show than any show because of Brown's. Boy, and they're not even here anymore.
No, they're gone too.
Oh, good. Vince, thank you so much for coming by. To have a person of your status and standard and the career you've had, you have really been successful. And you may have said, I got you started, but you didn't need me. You would have made it anyway.
I owe my career to you, Danny, and I'm grateful to you. And you've given this city and this state a lifetime of entertainment. Thank you for what you've done for Oklahoma.
Okay. I wish you still owned the restaurant because when I retire, I may have to come to your house for a sandwich, okay?
Anytime.
Vince Orza, thank you very much. Don't you run for governor again? I think you'd make a great governor.
I'm washed up.
Okay. Vince Orza, ladies and gentlemen.
Congrats, buddy.